Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Sebastian Fundora vs Josh Kelly is in early talks. So if this fight gets made, I would be happy because Josh Kelly is coming off a good win against Murtazaleh for the IBF world title. And Fundora's just beat Keith Thurman. He looked good against Keith Thurman. I'm not trying to downplay Keith Thurman, but he's getting on a bit for a boxer. He's been in the game a long time. So Keith Thurman was good in his day. But I just think Fundora was sharper, more better accuracy, and plus his height as well. It was just out of this world how much taller he was than Keith Thurman. But will he be able to do that against a Josh Kelly, especially after his last performance? If he can better himself from that last performance, then he will end up, I think, winning the fight, to be honest, because in his last performance, he was razor sharp. His stamina was the key thing for me that I hope he got right and that he paced himself. And he did that. His jab was the main thing that set up all his punches. I just think that he's a very good boxer. He's got an amazing ring IQ, and the way he sets his traps, his elusive movement, this just makes a good fight for me because of that reason. And with the way Fundora looked in his last fight. So it'd be for unification also, and it will set either one up for the winner against Alexander Zayas, the John Boots Ennis winner. So they'll be undisputed then. And I just think that Josh Kelly needs these fights to bring the best out of him also. Now, like I say, for Fundora, his advantage is how tall he is. So Josh Kelly would have to get in without getting hit. But Josh Kelly has very good elusive movement. So that might play a major role in this fight for Josh Kelly. But then will Fundora be able to get the good accuracy with his punches and get him before Josh Kelly? I don't think he'll be as quick as Josh Kelly. But if Josh Kelly can go to the body and tire him out a bit, then he'll get quite sloppy with his work. So, or just keep him moving constantly, but pace it at your pace. So I think that could also be a major role in the fight, where Josh Kelly jabs and moves and jabs and then sets up combinations when he knows that he can land them and get out. Because Josh Kelly's very good at doing that. I absolutely love his counter attacking game also. It's very pinpoint when he's on his A game. And I just love the way he counters, and I just like the fighter because of how talented he is. And I've always said it about Josh Kelly. But like I say, I just think he needs these bigger fights to bring out a better performance from him. And once I knew that he got his stamina right in the Murtazaleh fight, I knew he'd win it. So he's the IBF world champion. And also, I didn't ever think that Conor Benn would fight Josh Kelly. So I think a win for either of these guys is obviously going to put them in a position to fight the winner of Alexander Zayas versus John Boots Ennis winner. So the 154 division is starting to get a bit stacked, to be honest, I think. You've got Jerome Boots Ennis, you've got Zayas, you've got Fundora, you've got Devin Haney that could even move up and get in the mix as well. So there is some good fighters out there in the 154 division. But Josh Kelly can campaign at 160 also. So if he becomes undisputed at 154 super welterweight, then he can go up to 160. I think he'll even be able to make 168. But Fundora could probably go up to light heavy, I reckon, with how tall he is. Because I do think he looks a bit hungry at the weight, to be honest. He's quite thin in his weight. So also thinking about it, would Josh Kelly going to the body make him more vulnerable, and is that the way to get him out, to even stop him? Because how much more can Fundora get down to that weight? Because he does look quite thin at that weight. And it also depends on how well he fights at that weight, because some fighters will go past that and then get weight drained and not fight as well. Because what does he walk around at? How much weight is he cutting to get to super welter? So I don't think he won't walk around at super welter. I'll imagine he'll walk around at about 175, 180, something like that. But I just think that having Fundora on his resume also might be able to get him other bigger fights. Not just the Alexander Zayas vs John Boots Ennis winner, but if he decides to move up. I'm just looking at other avenues for Josh Kelly or Fundora. Even Fundora could move up as well. But I think Fundora needs to work on his defence. That is one thing I do think he needs to work on. And I think Josh Kelly needs again to get his stamina right for this fight, or at least pace it like he did against Murtazayev. Because if he gasses out against Fundora and gets sloppy, I think he'll get stopped. So there's a lot of questions who's going to win. So I think, for me personally, I think it's a 50-50 fight, because it depends on who comes more prepared and more ready for the fight. But I'm going to back my man Josh Kelly because he's British, and I just, like I said previously, I like him as a fighter because he's just so talented, and I've always thought that about Josh Kelly. So anyway guys, let us know what you think down in the comment section below. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this video, and I'll see you on the next one.